Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are in process of still picking up after the update. We have done our long 16 car log train, and we did find that the box cars on the Eureka did not detach or come apart, so nothing we had to fix there. Oil train with the oil cars on it just split into two pieces, but nothing derailed. So we fixed that one up and moved it out. So we've gotten a couple done, and then I figured I'd head out to the refinery. And out here, I'm kind of expecting a melee, so I figured I would kind of start recording because I'm pretty sure these ones are going to just, most people enjoy watching a train wreck, just not picking one up. So I figured I'd film it, and we would see what the aftermath looks like. Being I don't tend to usually get rolling stock up on things or flipped over all crazy for that matter too often, so I figured we'd take an opportunity to show what happens here. Oh, that's just straight on the platform. Well, that's the stairs down there. I've never understood either, but okay. So that's straight up on the platform. New class 70 down in there. Over here, what are we gonna have? We should have a wood car and steel, I suppose. Should have been in here somewhere. Yeah, there should be three. So as you can see, we definitely have, a bit of a mess. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, well, whatever. We gotta get started somewhere. This one's probably easier than the other two. Have to sort out the mess over there. Oh, that's cool. At least you can see through those now. You didn't used to be able to. Alright. Have noticed a few things kind of, I don't know, awkward. Yeah, exactly. Because you're piled on top of each other. Like, I can somehow do something about that. So, I have noticed some of the physics are running really weird, re-railing the trains. Like, I've had trains running uphill and, with no locomotive and no anything else on them when I was re-railing the 16 car train. It was an absolute, it was hilarious, to be honest. All the cars wanted to run uphill. And obviously you would think gravity doesn't allow that, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with the physics currently in the game, or how much I would say that's all realistic right now, because it don't feel like it is. Obviously cars aren't going to move uphill on their own accord, so we can say there's some funny physics glitches going on currently. Pick it up. Not that I'm going to try to continue to harp on how upset I am about the update, because, you know, we got to move on past that. It is what it is. It's been done. Here we go. I was just going to pick everything up and not even film any of it, but I guess, you know, who doesn't enjoy a train wreck? Except the guy that's got to pick them up, I suppose. So, alright. Of course, we have no wood in here to do anything with. So we will throw some of that in. And here we go. I think an in-game news channel would be groovy before we get too much more updates. Nick's put out a video today that I saw earlier today outlining our roadmap for the future, which looks like they have a pretty long, long plan with that. So hopefully we get a little better method for rolling out the updates along the way. And we have a little better communication going into the future, things like that. But we'll see what we see. Does look like they plan an awful lot of updates before we're coming out of early access. I know at least a lot of people I've talked to are kind of, waiting for the whole to get out of early access thing. Not that, I guess I don't see the big difference between early access and not, regardless. I mean, once you start selling a game to people, it doesn't really matter if it's early access or not, except for the fact that they know to expect bugs. So hopefully we are just expected to accept crazy bugs for the next, unforeseeable future. So we'll have to see what that comes. Does look like some good updates and great material coming. We'll just have to kind of hang on and see how it all comes out. Now is probably not a great time to talk with the community about further updates, though. I have a lot of people are not the happiest with the state of the game as of this update, so hopefully that all changes and we get back to happy, healthy, positive gameplay. And there we go. Done. Alright. This one should... We only have so much straight track here to work with is part of the problem with this one. Is that we just don't have... We do not have a heck of a lot of straight track over here to straighten this stuff out. What's up with... Alright, there we go. Oh, now you're gonna go back. Capture one. Oh, don't you dare. Capture two. The link still runs stretched out as crazy, which I would like to not see. And see, like here, I mean, this train should be coming somewhat to a stop, not just running off into the distance. It's flat up here. Alright. Pull you a little further forward so we can get that other car from around the building. Not sure how long we're gonna. Probably not gonna be able to get everything cleaned up today. Just don't have the time. 4th of July and all. By the way, happy 4th of July to all the viewers out there who dig that sort of thing. And to everybody else, just have a good day. Come on. Drop that down. Set the brake on that one. Back it in there. I do have to say the tanker cars, they're out looking at those, they're slightly, they really look plain without anything written on the side. So hopefully we come up with something there, like the option to turn around and put the name on the side of the car instead of on the rail or something, just because it really looks very plain the way that they currently sit. And I guess I would like to see at least something on the side, even if it was the old oil logo. Alright, there we go. One train down, off to the next. Yeah, I was re-railing the big car, and for some reason those cars just kept rolling uphill. Made no sense to me at all, but such as it is. These are all going to be backwards from the way we want them, simply because of the way that the track is laid. I can only imagine re-railing all of these in a big messed train yard. So, you know, whether that's on or not, we're not even going to know until it turns around. Until you actually turn around and move the thing. Maybe it pops on, maybe it doesn't, because the trucks clearly aren't on. Which, see, before they roll out, like, you know, you would like to see that they solve the re-railing process to be cleaner before they decide to turn everything on its head, but again, what can you do? See, everything's going to try to go backwards because, of course, it's all laid into the rail. See, and this stuff. Ooh. Oh, I'm just half speechless with this frustrating as this stuff really is. Come on. Oh. Yeah, and really you're supposed to be on this trail anyway. So go there. No, which means these are actually supposed to be one rail over too. Oh, but you can't even get them over there because it's all covered. Alright. that down. Like that one we aren't gonna be. We gotta get stuff out of the way just to be able to get it back on the rail. Oh, and somehow there the Class 70 stayed on, but everything behind it just went to trash. It's kind of a random crapshoot. You just don't know. And the re-railing process, let's be honest, is not the most forgiving thing. See? Yeah, because you're going to drop it right there, right? Nah, a big sorry about the quiet time. I guess I'm trying to do all this without complaining about it at the same time, which is pretty difficult to do, to be honest, because I, for one, am not like the happiest person with the update, but trying to deal with it and trying to get back to actually using it. I'd rather be, relay and track in places that I wanted to fix or doing something productive. This just feels like spinning wheels and not really doing much that's fun at all. So checking out the train wrecks is cool. After that, it's not so great. I guess I'd rather do my own train wrecks, but such as it is. So I notice everything is green. Now this one's green on the inside. The caboose is massively green on the inside. I don't know if the caboose used to be green on the inside. I gotta go back and look at old stuff to see. Because I noticed today I was down there checking out the caboose and it like absolutely just kind of glows. I saw that the windows were basically glowing green, so I went in there to check it out. And it's very green. I don't remember that, but I could totally be wrong, so. Whatever, we'll get a couple more of these kicked on here, and then I think we will probably call it a video. I don't know how entertaining re-railing stuff really is. Like I said, I know the train wrecks are cool to see how it all just kind of ends up going bloop, but I don't think the pickup process is the coolest thing. And not that I'm some wizard at it to be like, I just finally got decent enough at it to where this isn't driving me completely crazy. And see, like, this track is completely flat, so how come and why that one's rolling when the one right in front of it didn't do a thing? I have no idea. It makes me question the whole realistic physics, because I don't see how any of that would be possible if it was realistic physics. But, I guess maybe somehow, somewhere. Alright. Zoom, zoom. Let's see if we can sandwich this thing in here and get away with it. Works for me. Turn the brake off, see if it'll start rolling somewhere and hook up to something. Probably not. That'd be convenient. Alright, brake is set there so we can back everything into. I do really think after going through this, I am going to turn around and set up a long time, just a backup save spot. Turn around and stick everything on rails with massive spaces in between everything in the event that something like this ever happens again. Well, I might lose money in some cars that we buy along the way that we don't just stack in there. I would definitely have booted a backup save spot for all of this if I had one. And the part of why I keep kicking myself is because you can see it in the videos. I had talked about doing it days before the update, and I was like, if the update takes a while, then we're just wasting loads. And had I had done it then, I would have been a much happier person with this update. But I guess as a community, I would like to see, people push for some sort of in-game news, something. There's no link in there, so they're not gonna. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Guess we want those two behind that one anyway. We've only unloaded the back couple, so it should be empty cars at the dock at this point, and full cars should still be at the head of the train. Not that we want it that way, and I suppose we could have taken the advantage of this to put the full ones at the back so we could have just dumped them. But we're just trying to restore order, not really work out new or, it isn't about cheating the system, I guess, in the process. I'm just trying to get everything back on the track. Alright, so what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's all of them. Now, do we pin that? No. Alright, so let's pin that. That's pinned. Now if we back it in, back it all up, and pin those, and we are back. 2 more trains down. I mean, we'll get there. And then I think we're going to start working on some rail stuff. Just, I don't know, who knows. The spline update's coming too, but I'm not even going to think about that right now. So if it's about starting to relay some track or something, we're going to start relaying some track and just deal with all that when it comes. Like, throw the brake on there too, and hopefully that'll actually hold a pushback. It's just some reason that things are acting weird when you try to push back. Their cars are, I don't know, they're kind of bouncing off each other, to be honest. They're not consistent fashion. Alright, pinned. Now let's yank off the brakes, because if we don't do it now, we will forget. Let's see, what? Alright. That should do this train. We will edge it forward just to make sure that we are locked and loaded. I know some of us have been debating what's better, picking up a yard mess or picking up individual trains everywhere, and I guess it's kind of a horse apiece. It doesn't really matter. in a yard. They're in a jumbled mess, but they're all in one place. Spread out, they're exactly that. They're spread out, and who knows? Okay, see like how this one gets over here is a great question, because that means it just straight jumped down. That does not look straight. Looks like it's crooked. Whatever. Brakes! Alright. Link in the fronts. No brakes. You. Boom. Need you over here. Drop you down. Nope, won't quite grab it. No brakes, no brakes. Pin. Huh. Alright, brakes off. Great, cool, cool. Give me that drive. Alright. Brakes off, reverser, regulator. Now we're just gonna push it all back. And see, it's gonna free roll. Those brakes are on, and we're barely moving. Like, we aren't moving hard enough to kick anything. All right. Pin. Not a fan of the new links or the new pin. It's the pins I'm not a fan of. You just can't tell when they're in. They really need to do something, because those pins are just too hard to see on the new stock. At least I think so. Alright, brakes, 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 brakes are off. Integrity check. Good to go. Brakes. Well, that thing was jerking around all nuts. I can't tell if that's even on the track. That might be why it's jerking around all crazy, because maybe the loco isn't even on the rail. Poor. It does not look like all those wheels are in the same place. Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on there. It's all pulling, so we're just gonna call it good. Turn the brake off, back this one back into its hole, and then I think we will. Yeah, see, it's not. Right, and now you're gonna run everything back and derail it again, right? The locomotive wasn't even on the rail, so how does it? No, it looks like it's sitting. Anything to make it a hassle. It just seems like the order of the update, I guess. But what can you do? At least we're getting back to business. We're almost back now. At this point, I think we have, what, 3 more trains, something like that to do. A couple of them are up in the mountains. Really not looking forward to doing those. They could be scary. I haven't even gone up to look at them yet. So just leaving those for the last. And then I know that that cordwood setup thing we had going on is going to be a pain in the butt. So we'll have to see how that turns out. I don't know. We might end up just abandoning that whole thing if it's just a big mess down there. I mean, that was a cute experiment, but not worth the big headache either to me. So we'll have to just see how that turns out. You just can't tell. Alright, so there, check. Now, can we get a good check on this? Oh, because now the brakes are on everything, so you aren't going to pull anything. Okay, everything's rolling smooth. There we go. Good enough. We will click off the brakes and call that one good to go. I think we'll catch the rest of them on the next episode. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance and you can, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. And we'll see you on the next one.